Greetings traders out there in Traderland, D7 here with Grok Trade, and it's been literally 7 solid weeks of the markets going just straight up in the air. Starting off on a weekly chart, here's your 7 weeks looking at the diamonds, DAI and DIA rather, going straight up here is the ETF on the Dow 30. Looking really strong, very extended. If you look at it like a MACD, you know, buy down here, you sell up there, you buy down here, sell up there, buy down here, and you sell up here. That's kind of in the area at a broad stroke is what we're looking at there. If I look here at the spider weekly chart, do you see how we're going higher here? Big symmetrical triangle breakout. We're going higher here, above moving averages, going higher here, but the MACD is very flat. Now, we haven't started coming down yet. We haven't hooked here on the MACD or the RSI, which is down here. If we hook, these will be bearish divergences. We don't have the hooks yet, but it's threatening that. What's interesting is if you zoom in here, last week went up, got near this high, and you can see this high here on the spiders, S&P 500. We got near that high and people sold into it. Bears sold into that strength. So the question is that going to act as resistance, and will we drop? And if we do drop, that will give us our hook to the downside on the MACD, hook to the downside on the RSI, thus giving us bearish divergences, which is very bearish. We should finally pause in the markets, do a nice bull pullback. Looking for more buying opportunities off of a bounce on the weekly chart off on these potentially. Something to be watching for, okay? If I go here to the NASDAQ, these are the cues. We had a nice rally up. We go into a bull flag. From the bull flag, we're in this symmetrical triangle. We have a breakout of the symmetrical triangle, up. And we, on this last week, was very bullish, right into major resistance areas. We just ticked higher. You can see that there. So we don't have hooks yet. So these two lines are a little premature, but if we do start to drop next week, they will hook. We will have bearish divergences at these areas of resistance. The Russell 2000, big rally to the upside, got to this area of resistance coming across here. You can see this resistance there, resistance here. We got near resistance, was too weak to even get to it, and then we sold off aggressively. Rally back up, get near that resistance again, and people sold into it. That's that upper shadow. So is this a good time to start pulling back? It looks like it. MACD is very high here. RSI is starting to get into sold areas, or overbought areas rather. And I like to look at the financials. Financials had a symmetrical triangle. We go up, breakout, boom. Rally up, and we get near this area of resistance, and people sold into it. You can see that. Resistance, where there again we fail to even touch it. So is this where bears will start coming in, bulls will start taking their profits, and this pulling back potentially? MACD is very high, RSI is very high. These are areas that you get more people looking to sell than to buy at these extended areas. We like to look at the weekly chart also. Again, these are all weekly charts. The weekly chart on the US dollar has been very weak the last 7 weeks. So the markets have been very bullish the last 7 weeks. The question is, we are at major support. And if you look at this support, we broke down below that support at one point during the week, and then we rallied back up, closing right on the trend line. You have to learn to draw these trend lines correctly because they matter. So draw these trend lines correctly. I just was interviewed by TradingView. I introduced to them trend lines. They've never heard the detail of trend lines that we go into. There's 3 different trend lines you have to know and master. I gave the basics of them at TradingView. Had a ton of people come to our website and sign up for the 101s, which are free trading courses, the 101s. But if the US dollar does find support there and rally higher, that's going to put weight on the different assets out there, such as your equities, which are stocks. So your stocks it should be under pressure, and because they're more expensive with the rally of the US dollar, if we get the rally. And certainly commodities such as precious metals, and let's take a look at that. So if we rally here, that's not going to be great for gold or silver. But if you look at gold, we've been rallying up for the week. We really did well. We're at this area that it needs to keep pushing higher, but we have these big nasty bearish divergences. Now you can see we have the hook here. We went up and we hooked down. On the RSI, we went up and we hooked down. So, and these are lower swing highs here, lower swing highs here, but a higher swing high here. That's the bearish divergence. That's what says this is more bearish than it is bullish. If you zoom out a little bit, you can see we have a rising wedge. Rising wedges are more bearish than they are bullish. So this could be problematic for gold and silver. Let's take a look at silver. Silver has been consolidating in this symmetrical triangle. It looks like it's wanting to bounce and go higher. However, if the US dollar gets higher and stronger going the next few weeks, that's going to prove difficult for gold and silver to push higher with much aggression. The VIX, the fear indicator, is down, 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 down. At the time of this video, which is a Saturday, we are looking at 1227, really, really low. For the week, the VIX, the fear is down 6.6%. For the month, it's down over 13%. So, very big drop. And with this drop, the markets have gone very bullish. But if you look here, we are down. We have a big bullish divergence. You can see where we're starting to roll up there on the MACD. So we're going lower here, higher here. It's telling us we have a better chance of going up, fear going higher than going lower. So I hope this is, this is highly beneficial for you guys. We're in the middle of the month on December, and I want to do a quick look at the monthly charts. But the months aren't over yet. Anything can happen here. I just want you guys to pay attention to what we're seeing at this moment. We have support here, resistance here. The question is, will we have a lot of sellers coming into the at the tail end of this month, closing us back down for the month below this area? If we get that, we'll have an upper shadow right here, big upper shadow here, and then a sell-off and a sell-off on the monthly chart. So I'm very interested in this 3665 on the financials. So this is the financials, XLF. That's what I'm looking at here on the monthly. If we close lower than that, that's not going to be great. We need to keep going higher for the markets to go higher. The Russell 2000 monthly chart, we are at major resistance right now. You can see this right here, major resistance. And there's nothing to share down here at this moment. But it was symmetrical triangle, breakdown, bullish hook, straight up here, boom, 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 boom. We should see continuation. We should keep blasting higher. But we're at this area of resistance, and we already had sellers come into that area. You can see that with the upper shadow. That is of concern to us as bulls. And if you go to the Qs, up for the month, we've had quite a rally the last several months here, but look how we're going higher here. We're at this area. You see this area where we had a high, we're at 409 on the Qs, which was the previous high. We are knocking at that door again. The question is, if it becomes resistance and we do drop, you're going to have a big monthly M. Do you guys see that? Big, if that happens. M stands for what? Say it together. Murder. M for murder. If that happens right there, it could be nasty. So again, this is a monthly chart. Okay, we had a big rally on the monthly chart. This month's half over. The question is, will we close back down below this area to close out December and to close out the year? Very important that we watch this. Okay, everybody's eyes should be on that. The diamonds rallied up. I've got over 37,000 all-time highs, looking great. The question is, will it continue higher, or will this rising wedge that you can see here proved to be bearish. We'll have to watch the S&P 500 monthly chart. We came up to the previous highs area. People sold into it so far. That is a big area of resistance. That could be problematic. Okay, so that is the long and short of it. If I go over here, quick gander at the daily chart on the VIX, you can see VIX are down, 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 but look how they're becoming bullish candlesticks. You guys see this on the daily chart? Bullish candlesticks. Look at this. I just wanted to show you guys the bullish divergence. Bullish divergence. So we're lower swing highs here, higher swing highs here. That means fear, it has a really good chance of going higher at this moment. If you look here at the spider, you can see we had this huge run, but for the day on Friday, we have our pivot candle, a lower high, lower low. You can see it right there, but we stopped right at that support line. I mean, it is trying to find support there. Big, huge volume, add an extension to the upside. This could be capitulation. So in other words, anytime you get a huge run to the upside with huge volume, capitulation, that's where you'll see a change and things will start to drop. Same thing happens at the bottom. We go way down, get big volume. You can see the volume back here. Capitulation, and then you rally. So that's of concern to us right now. That looks like capitulation to us. If you look here at the NASDAQ, huge volume at these extended highs with bearish divergences here. Bearish divergences taking place. Russell 2000 daily chart up, and we get what's very concerning to me, guys, on the Russell 2000. Okay, we're at this area of resistance. I want you guys to see it. Resistance, resistance, resistance. This is where we're at now on resistance. Okay, let me zoom back in so we can see this. This resistance, we closed over it on Thursday, but Friday we come back down. This is a jab in the making. So this could get bearish and quickly. If we gap down, you're going to have an abandoned baby reversal pattern if you have two open windows there. I'm getting too advanced for most people, so I don't want to get too exotic with some of this stuff. But this is huge volume, guys, at these extended highs. This could be trouble. Okay, so if you guys notice, I went from big time frames to small, and that's a good way of looking at the Russell 2000. Up, a massive volume on the very extended run to the upside on XLF, huge volume. MACD, RSI, MACD, more flat than going higher, so not great. US dollar daily chart, down, 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 did major support. We're starting to bounce, so we could bounce here. Gold daily chart, we hit our head at resistance and we're dropping. Not a great sign for gold. Silver daily chart, up, we got a pivot candle. We could start dropping. Not a great sign. We got hooks on the MACD, hooks on the RSI, hooks there. So that's what we're doing. So what I want you to do is rewatch the video a second time, take great notes, and make note of these different levels that we are looking at. So a couple things. Guys, wow, that interview that I did with TradingView brought in a lot of people taking the one-on-one course, and a lot of you guys are like, what's the one-on-one course? It's we basically say we want everybody in the Grok ecosystem to develop faster, make more money than all the other students out there. So what we're trying to do is build a base from the ground level to help beginner traders get the right foundation in place. Architects know that the bigger the building that they're going to build, the bigger that foundation, the stronger that foundation needs to be. We're big proponents of that. We're traders first, educators second. So for the Grok ecosystem, let's put the right foundation. That's what the one-on-ones are. You can find them at Free Online Trading Education. You can find them also at Grok Trade. But we have a lot of people coming through those right now. Now, for all you people in the one-on-ones, and especially with the Launchpad, so you guys are going through the 101 Launchpad each Saturday with us right now. Need you to know that next month is the 301. So you are now prepared for this. we're putting that foundation in place. If you want to do the 201, we'll give you the 201s prior to the 301s. So the 201s are trading education, and then the 301s is the 3-day course. We're doing that next month, 3 days over a weekend. So that's called the 301 mentorship. You'll want to get signed up for that, and it's 3 days. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, for you guys who are the 301 students, I've only been teaching this once a year. I am doing a 401, guys, in Tampa, Florida. You don't have to be live. Most people are taking it on Zoom, but a number of people are flying into Florida, Tampa, at the beginning of February for the 2-day 401 Master Trader. And that's with me. I'll be teaching that, which I always do, the 401s. Now, if you made it this far, say made it, because only you and I will know what that means. I hope I've earned a like, so give me a like. It doesn't cost you anything to hit a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. Listen, a little side note. I want to share with everybody. If you have a trading methodology, you have a trading system, a strategy that you do that has been working for you. You know, you look at certain indicators, oscillators, and when they do certain things, this is like your bread and butter, or when a certain chart does a certain something, you can contact me and be part of the think tank that we have going on at my email, des@groktrade.com. That will, if you just put think tank inside the subject line when you email me, so I know who you are. But if you want to be a part of this, what that means is you're going to give me your trading idea, your strategy, your system. And what I'm going to do is have a AI develop the code for us. I'm going to give you the code for TradingView, and we will analyze it and back test that to see if it has any merit. So if you have a trading system that you're excited about, that's been working for you, or you're sure will work, or there's one on YouTube that you are really fascinated by on TradingView strategy, and you outline that for me, you send that to me, I can get it coded for us, and you will get the code, I will get the code, we will analyze it to find out the validity of it. It's a fun little side project we're doing. So if you want to be a part, feel free to do that. So hope everyone's enjoying your Christmas season. Take care. We'll catch you guys later. Give me that thumbs up. Bye.
Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. For learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing, though, is going up first with your flight instructor. Same thing if you were going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle and with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway.